Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday night. At least I think it's Tuesday night. I hope it's Tuesday night because I'm operating like it's Tuesday night. So I hope you guys are doing well. I just wanted to kind of pop in here because I do have some time for some free mini readings. And I also wanted to jump in and give you a little bit of, that vibe of this week. You guys, there's just been so much astrology. It's a day today. It always is. But not every month. Not every month is it that every single day there is some astrological shift that, look at the like, is it Schumann, resonate the frequency of Earth. Hi, Lizzie. Hi, Brenda. Um, it spikes before all of these major traumatic events like, you know, huge issues lately. Mother Earth. It's been kind of crazy. So anyway, it's not so much of a surprise as I look at the astrology. Now, I do give astrology cheats on my Patreon, on my blog on paranormalsarah.com. If you're part of the Gypsy tribe, you're not worried. You have it every day. And what to do, how to use it, how to do it. But I wanted to give you guys a cheat if you're joining me right now, just really quickly, and then I'll give you free mini readings because I'm going to make people wait. Let the viewer count go down to the people who are willing to stay in there and say hi and interact with me and give me permission. The moon is in Capricorn. It's conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. All of these with Mercury retrograde and Aquarius shifting for the new moon. Venus will be in Aquarius. Jupiter will be in Aquarius this Thursday. All of that stuff. What does that possibly mean for you, right? Depends on your sign. But if you are someone like me working in the parapsychological realm and we're kind of looking at the behaviors of people, like law enforcement, psychology, forensic psychology, crisis, mental health, case management, the moon in Capricorn, what this really just means is that a lot of us are having a lot of deep subconscious thoughts about growth. We're having some deep tugs about what it is that we think we need to do, should do, want to do, deep life change, transformation. Should I go back to school? Should I not? What's my purpose? Is it this? Is it not? Hi, Sierra. Hi, Emma. Hi, Chet. So it's just kind of knowing that Pluto, life transformation, rebirth, whoa, all of these kinds of things, making movements, people are making major life decisions, divorce, retirement, changing, shifting their major, moving from where they're at, not signing that contract, waiting a little bit longer, and it is a really good time to kind of wait just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. I want you, me. Yeah. Anyway, understanding how to use that. Gosh, this month, guys, so much in Aquarius. If you're not a witch, if you're not an astrologer, if you're not a meteorologist, if you're not familiar with alchemy, if you don't know how to use air magic is so important. You do use air magic. You are subject to air. You are influenced. How? Who? What? When? Where? Why? I'm interested. Aren't you interested? All of us kind of have a unique way about it, a subjective way that we apply our magic. The Gypsy tribe is something that is the psychoanalysis, right? Me using that experience and education to apply that. We try and crack open your magic and understand it. I know how I use air magic. I know how to be quiet. I know how to manipulate, interrogate, question, interview, have a conversation, lie, tell the truth, laugh, play music, distract. Over here, right? Air is important. Knowing how air influences you is important. Hi, Mary. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Ruth. Good evening, Katrina. Welcome, guys. And don't forget to tag somebody that you know if somebody that you know would like a free reading. If you yourself are hanging in there to have me pull a tarot card, absolutely. Just a few more moments. I kind of want to shuffle until it feels right? and then also give a few minutes for people to join in. These are absolutely free. Hi, Lisa. It's me responding to you, your request, and you giving me permission. It's like a vampire. And then also be sure and go to paranormalsarah.com. You know, in case we end up like Myanmar or something and don't have internet, maybe go check out paranormalsarah.com, sign up for my newsletter, connect with me in ways outside of social media so that we can learn together and be prepared together and utilize magic together. So, okay, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Australia? Ooh, good. I've got some Australian friends. You know, my second pen pal, I had a bunch of pen pals growing up. My second pen pal was from Australia. It was very cool. All right. Deep breath. Everybody shake it off, right? Shake it off, shake off. And then if you have a coffee like me, and then maybe the Gypsy Tribe members are going to be getting tomorrow. Oh my God, you're getting a treat. You're getting a glimpse into some of the crystals we're having on our crystal sale that goes on the 11th of every month. We got crystals. What? Crystals. We got what? Crystals. We got them. We got crystals. All sorts of really cool crystals. This is one of my favorites. So I got it ready. I feel ready. Okay. So for those of you, I need your permission. I need you to say, Sarah, you have my permission. I'm not like picking favorites or anything. I'm just pulling to that chat. The chat comes from all different places into my StreamYard, and then I pull it and I look and I go and we just do it. But you need to formulate that question. You need to think of that question. You need to frame that question like Madame Lenormand would suggest. Think about it. And then I'm going to go. Lizzie, the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is a big thing about, thinking. It's about thoughts. It's about being able to come to resolution, come to conclusion, being able to see full circle this kind of life lesson and go, oh, I'm here. And then now I really am sure that I feel this way and I'm going to kind of embark into this new space. It's a lot of thinking. It's a lot of being quiet. It's a lot of writing stuff down. It's a lot of thinking and good intention, but things coming to a culminative space and getting answers here, especially by this new moon. Very, very cool. Tiasha Christian, Sarah, you have my permission and thank you. Tiasha, this is for you. Ooh, 9. So this is the Hermit. Okay. I don't know if I showed the 10 of Pentacles or not, if I even showed the card. But this is the Hermit. You know, I really like the Hermit. The Hermit is the suggestion that you're going in, that you're doing introspection, that you're going in to think things out, which lately, especially in February with all this Aquarius energy, we've needed to do. We need to go in. We need to think about it. We need to contemplate. We need to take that constructive criticism and go, wait. Yeah. You know, I know that, and I know that because, and to go there and think about that and to be quiet and to really let it marinate. And the Hermit, man, it's knowing that you have isolated yourself maybe for too long, that the isolation is an exile. It maybe starts from the air space going, get out of here, or you not feeling like you fit in, or that exile from society, and then you kind of do it yourself. And then eventually it is you doing it to yourself and that you transform and then come to a new space. I really like that. It's a very transformative re-identity, this transformation from like really that caterpillar into a butterfly. Same person, Tiasha, but that very different form, coming out in a very different space. Very cool. Lizzie, you're very welcome. Jacine Ross, I give permission for a read. I just needing for me in regards to a little chaos within the home. Jacine. Okay, is this the major arcana or is this the minor? This is one of the reasons I don't love this deck and will be adjusting it in an upgrade of my astrology class here soon as we go through each card and add the astrology. I believe this is the major arcana, which is going to make this the Empress. This makes it not just the queen, right? The Empress is someone who is also lifestyle, religion, and lifestyle. This is the female, it's giraffe. There's buzzing bees, the queen and the hive and servants, being able to manipulate people in space with pheromones and frequency and dance and smell and colors. And there's this wheat field, this kind of Freya, the harvest, this beautiful space actually for them. Bulk, you see the egg reference, but also the harvesting space that we are going to plant seeds and know about how long that takes for something to work. That the Empress knows these things strategically. It is about thinking, it is about feeling, and it is about deeply understanding, and that the female yin energy knows how to do that and handle it well. And the giraffe Empress is all about that. Jacine, very, very powerful. Being able to kind of hone in and harness and meditate and compartmentalize the feelings, feel less, and lifestyle change also with belief, right? With belief. Bill, Bill Dixon, Tiasha, you're very welcome. Bill Dixon, the Queen of Earth. The Queen of Earth, the Queen of Earth shown here by a platypus. I love Bill, this platypus. Gosh, what a unique creature, right? It's kind of got these like poisonous claws, this bill. It can swim, it can crawl. It's aquatic, but it's a mammal, but it lays eggs, but it's like, I think it breastfeeds. This creature is waterproof. What does this creature not do? I think this is just a strange mutation of sorts that's really cool. And of course, the queen, the feminine, the yin. And you see that mean little rabbit down there, you know to be careful from him, right? He'll get you. And Bill, this is also, we see some thistles. We see Earth, the throne. The female matriarch of Earth is the female matriarch, the mother, the grandmother, the wife, the sister, the female, but also the female within you that can deeply overthink something. You've got to be very careful not to overthink or underthink, to know how to use your instincts and use your intentions. Earth is so much intentions, that purpose and planting of that seed. In the queen, kind of again under the Empress, this would be the Queen of Earth, the queen of practical, orderly. It's that Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo space, Bill. And right now we've got Mars retrograde, I believe, in Taurus. We've got some really kind of chaotic, the moon in Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn. This is intention and investment, finance, being able to organize your home, being able to make all this stuff where it's very, very influential of the female and all the different multitasking abilities that like the platypus kind of illustrates. So kind of a cool space there. I really, really, really like that. Jacine, Freya from my Viking ancestry. Wonderful. Blessings and thank you. You're very welcome. Amber, may I have a card, please? Yes. Amber. Ooh, one of my favorites, a patron guide, spirit guide, which by the way, don't forget guys, if you're wanting to gift a reading to yourself, I also do gift cards for others. But my spirit guide readings, probably my most popular reading. Who are your spirit guides, past lives? What intuitively do I get in the ether for guidance for you? One of my guides, death. Yes, it's true. You're welcome, Bill. Death. And so, Amber, what does this mean? Does this mean people are going to die? I mean, it can mean that, but this is the major arcana. So this is suggestive of like a major life transformation that's going to be big in rebirth, and that death is, one of those. It's the reaper. It's non-judgmental. He's not there to laugh or scorn. In fact, usually death does not have a face, which I love. It's not meant to be empathetic. It's just meant to give you company and to guide in that direction, to influence that momentum, to kind of deviate from the physical space as you die. It's a beautiful card, like this little cougar and his blade to cut the veil and his cloak and his eye kind of looking at you. And you can kind of see there's not really so much of a sadness or too much of anything really. It's just kind of a nice, beautiful card, some shadows and some dark light and some bones. And death is really about putting something to rest, ritualizing with even ceremony if you need to, putting something that you need to let go of, that you can confess, that you can sacrifice, that you can offer and give flowers and say, this time is now in peace. Do you know what I mean? And to replace it with a growth of a new kind. Death allows that. That is what death does. So we grieve, we grow. It's a really beautiful card. Very powerful too. Lindsay, welcome. Lindsay Russell for you. Lindsay. Ooh, Lindsay. This little creature makes me think of the labyrinth. He looks like the little guy that guards the bridge. And kind of an interesting analogy, maybe, an illustration for this card, because it's the Seven of Swords, air, seven of air, seven, always kind of that tantalizing, titillizing, vacillating, wavering, feeling lucky, maybe, fence riding, unsure, uncertain, me, of uneven numbers, non-symmetrical spaces, needing to choose, and an air. Shut the front door. Air is stressful. Air is turbulent. Air is rumors. Air is gossip. Air is, what was that? What'd you hear? What was that? Social, flighty, dramatic, tornadoes, hurricanes, collateral damage. So to choose, it's very difficult. It means that there might be kind of one of these spaces like we were playing Plinko, and we just have to kind of know how the things are going to fall based on gravity and science and things that are a little bit more predictable, not so much people. People are very predictable if you know them, if you can trust them, right? Because trust is simply the ability to predict, even if that means predicting and knowing that they're going to be an asshole or they're going to fall through or be flaky. That's okay. You can trust people to be those things too. And 7, use all the knowledge you have to maneuver through this space so that you are, like this guy's going, dun, da, 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 da. I need a sword, so I'm just going to take a few of these here, pass these out to my dudes over here that don't have a sword. Da, 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 da. You're not quite sure if he's fighting, what team he's on, but he's tiptoeing. Look at that. He's got some good calves on him, and he's going to get through there and make the best use of the situation, kind of lucky, right? Dart out into no man's land and use those swords. Recycle. That's very powerful. Very smart. Good thinking. Think, right? You're very, very welcome, Amber. Emma says, yes, he does, and I love that movie. Leanna, a card, please. Yes, Leanna. Leanna, this also looks like a Disney movie, one of The Emperor's New Groove, which I am embarrassed to say I have never watched it, okay? I just haven't. But this, the number 10, and look at this. The wheel, right? The wheel. This idea that whom is it that we are letting take control of this major life decision? Whenever we are looking at this space and we see all these guides around us, all these influential things, all these people looking down, all of these people giving us advice and things like that, ultimately, are we the person when the price is right, getting up there and yanking that thing? And you do it, and hi, Grandma, and hi, everybody, and I just want to take this moment to say I'm just really excited. Woo! And then ting, 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 ting. And then it's like, okay, you might have to spin it again. You might have to do that lesson. You might have to see it for what it is. Understand that the only control we have is our reaction, right? The only control that we have is the choices we get to make and, the consequences and what people think and what happens after you spin it and all that jazz. It's kind of one of those, fuck it, I'm on Price is Right, right? And you take it and you have fun and you understand that, you're going to have to pay taxes and behind the curtain and all that stuff, but whatever. The lesson is really like the Joker gives us, are we smiling? Are we laughing? Are you paying attention? It's like Robin Williams comes through really powerful, very, were you even paying attention? Very strong, laughing and enjoying that space. Very, very powerful. So you're welcome, Lindsay. And you're welcome, Leanna. Jacqueline. Oh, are we able to request a card? I would love one. Yes, Jacqueline Lynch. Yes, yes, that's all you have to do is give me permission. But I'm not always looking down at the stream. So because I'm talking and I am a woman, so I can multitask, but I'm trying I'm also doing that intuitive space where so like Jacqueline, I pull a card for you now. Man, okay, so Jacqueline. Jacqueline, this is the Ten of Air, the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords would suggest that, okay, there's she's dead. Cut, cut, cut. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead. Cut. It's kind of that scene in the Office Space where they take the printer out and they're kicking it and they're kicking it and they're kicking it and then they're kicking it again. Kind of kicking the dead horse, right? It's cliche, but it's this man. That's how you feel. It's not only exhausting and painful, but it's past that at this point. It's wow. And really feeling like you can't even get up because you're just pinned down. And that really is in some cases the case. Wait. Right? The new moon here on Thursday, right around the corner. It's going to be a space where all of this someone's going to be coming around. You're going to have the ability. There's going to be some healing taking place where you can get up, start over, be like King Harold and Vikings. You just kind of keep coming back somehow, despite lack of antibiotics. And you're magical that way. It's endurance, it's perseverance. So hang in there. This is the end. The pain is over. That's the good of that card. Man, my throat really starts to kind of itch in that space. I get a sense that there's someone coming through on the other side that's talking to me. It reminds me of my mother, but I am hesitant to let her come forward. So I will just stop there. But I do get someone coming through there. Emma, I would like a card too. I would like a card too. Hello, Tori. Welcome. Emma, a card for you. Oh, I love this card. So this is a positive card. It's very beautiful. It's got this raptor claw. Do they have talons? Yes, they do. And this talon, the ace or the single, the one, very indicative of the numerology, one, individual, independent, single, you. The one is the loneliest number, but it's also like, single ladies, you're my single. Like Emma, this is very powerful. This is I know myself. This is maybe even that space of gosh, I see like my dad. He's struggling with his health right now. But I see him being powerful and coming into his own space. He's learning what he can and can't do. And I'm learning what I can and can't do, what I should and shouldn't listen to, and respecting those boundaries and spaces of people as we are individually. It is the ace, the spark of intuition, instigation, knowing what we are attached to and anchored to and who we are without anyone else. Reallocating our codependence and our independence and our identity. And in this case, the ace of earth. So this is the Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, moon in Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn happening right now. Suggesting that there's some major healing, major reforming, major transformation, major newness. So this, again, this new moon on Thursday where we're having all this Capricorn energy, this earth energy, that would be the coin, the pentacle, the reference to the disc, that's coming into space for you to really grow these intentions, these thoughts, these seeds. Man, there's an archway and a bird there, like maybe walking through that archway, coming into a new space, making that decision and getting that guidance, the message, receiving a message also of information that allows you to grow and continue some validation. Very cool. Anne or Annie Stevens says 3 dog night. Jacqueline, so pulled that card for myself this morning. Intense, very big stuff going on. Persevere. I can and I know I am so good at this, but indeed it is exhausting. So wow. Yes, Jacqueline, how cool is that? Talk about validating. You pulled the exact same card this morning for yourself. Talk about that's what we do. Tori says, watching this is always so interesting as a card reader. Card readers are so amazing. Card readers. I like it being called a card reader. I think that's fun, and I like that. Chet, Sarah, you have my permission to pull a card. Okay, so Chet, think, form, frame. Think of that question, right? Through the ether, through entanglement. You're thinking of it. I'm telepathically maybe getting it. I'm maybe not. Who knows? But the synchronicity, is there such a thing? How many facts, how many coincidences make a fact? How many me, let's have a Jeff Goldblum moment. Let's not. Let's say it's the King of Cups. Chet, the King of Cups. Look at this cute hound dog. This Elvis Presley, ain't nothing for a hound dog, lying all the time. Hey, hey. Yes, the hound dog, the man, the patriarch, the king of the crop, the king of the castle, him on his little island on cups. Look at him. He says, you know what? F all y'all. I'm on my island, me and my island, me on my ice island, nobody else, me and my cups, all the water that I need, but my water right here. You know what I mean? It's one of these spaces. You've got your hat, you've got your throne. The king knows how to compartmentalize. He knows how to feel. Makes me think of John Lennon. He was a very feeling, feminine, yin, compartmentalizing man, right? He was someone who could be very masculine, patriarch, husband, space, teacher, leader, but yet soft and passive and emotive, right? Like the hound dog, like the bulldog, like the empathetic, let me cuddle and just be on you all the time, but protective energy that is the King of Cups. Very, very powerful. Ann Stevens, may I have a card? Yes, you may. Ann or Ann E, let me know. Tori, I could never get the hang of it. I just go with my brain and interaction with the dead. It almost feels simple for me, and the reason always I doubt myself. And you're singing. The singing is, I have so many things happening in my brain. The singing calms me. It's my own ramification process. And also spirits sing to me in many ways. Whenever I'm getting a hold of those spirit guides and frequencies, I organize them by the tone and the frequency and the sound and those memories where that takes me. So Ann Stevens, boom. Oh, I love this card. I love this card because this card, the illustration takes me to the Neverending Story. It takes me to a particular character in the Neverending Story that is, you'll notice it if you're familiar with that book. Wake up! Wake up! And they need to go, he's the bat, and he's riding on the bat, and they are flying towards the castle to go and see what's happening about the nothing that's coming. And the Hanged Man, a very indicative card of a major transformative life milestone, life thing that's going on, but saying, you know what? You're killing time. You know what? You're maybe waiting too long. At this point, as you can see, the hanging, he's not dying. You're not incapacitated. You're not struggling. You're not strangled. You're not even constrained. You're not bound. You're not bind. Look at this. You're just, I mean, a bat doesn't even need to be hanging there by a rope, right? It's just kind of waiting. And in a life space, what are you waiting for? That's what this card is so much about: understanding time, earth magic, knowing that you can slow things down. You can even stop things as much as you can try. You can't ever truly stop it, right? Energy just doesn't. But eventually it will become damaging to you. It's a lost effort to try and do that. It's not the way that energy works. So how long are you going to exhaust yourself swimming upstream or sitting doing nothing? That's kind of a powerful thing to be thinking about. And so that is shadow work. It's introspection, thinking silently. In the meantime, right? Haley goes, I love that movie. Yes, Mary, tonal architecture. Absolutely. Tonal architecture is a big way that I connect with my spirit guides. It's why whenever I do my $80 spirit guide reading, that I include music, that I include where I'm seeing and the frequencies and the sounds, because for me, even in my gypsy tribe, we build from the 12 archetypes. Very, very easy to reference. Math become very objective in your spirituality. I love it. So, yes, Logan, any way I can get a card? Yes. Boom. Logan. I gotta see if I'm looking at the right. Oh, Logan. I love this card because the illustration makes me think of a very particular thing that happened this past spring, a year ago now, and something that is a spell I'm waiting for. It's definitely a witchy moment if someone heard this story out loud, so I might refrain. But it is Earth, Pentacles, a lot of Earth energy tonight, guys. And this is the woodpecker. He's sitting on his cute little horse. The horse is just sitting there thinking too. He's kind of dissociating. And the woodpecker's like, yeah, I got my disc. I got my message. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait. Now, the knight is always kind of a patriarchal, masculine, young male, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be like a male in your life, but usually is 94% of the time. And so this is that adventurous, but they think, which not to say that men don't think, but usually men are more impulsive. Usually yang energy is more spontaneous. It's about action and doing, not so much thinking. Instead, yin energy is about thinking and feeling, almost to a fault. And so young masculine energy sitting upon its horse, ready, motivated, ready to do the work, ready to make this investment, ready to build the future. But kind of misguided energy, right? It needs to be sure. It needs validation. It needs, to really have guidance. That that soundtrack, that push. I love what is your intention? What is your flag? Who are you fighting for? What's your purpose? What dragon are you going to slay and for whom? Some of the really cool shadow work maybe while you're waiting. Maybe for the new moon this Thursday. Uh, Annie says, a new moon or a new move. Yes. Heather, this deck is so neat. Can I please have a card? Yes, you may, Heather. This deck is the Mibrig Magical Tarot deck. I got this from Llewellyn. They do have a lot of sales often on their tarot decks. I got this one because it was on sale and it looked cool because I don't like to spend too much money on a deck. And I bought it and I'm going to be defacing it soon, actually. So join me in my astrological workshop as we advance. If you want to learn how to read tarot, I have a lot of classes online for free and not for free, but mostly I think all of them are for free. The Patreon gets in a little sticky, hairy spaces. But it explains how to do this. How do you do it without a book? I don't ever need a book as long as I'm doing tarot because it's based on a playing card deck. It's based on alchemy. It's based on science and objective ways of breaking down sacred geometry and slicing a sandwich into fours. So I can do it with any deck, and you can too. But I'm also learning that it's connected very deeply to astrology. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not an astrologer expert. I don't do a lot of astrology, but I talk a lot about astrology because I love it and I'm interested in it. And a lot of people come to me for psychic guidance for prophecy, and I can never give a guarantee. But I can up the ante and give accurate, more relevant information if I can understand the stars as well as my own intuition. And so I can do that and work with my skepticism that way. Makes it nice. Anyway, Heather, this deck. Oh, I like this card. I mean, they're all cute, but this is the King of Earth. Again, Earth. Thoughts, the patriarch, the father, the grandfather, the purpose, the seed, the ancestral root in our family tree that's really kind of implanted these dedicated foundations of what it is that keeps us stable and focused. It is the great owl. Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo. If you've seen one of these fly through the forest, they're so beautiful and quiet and powerful. And this the chair, you see the two things on the side kind of looking up like these gatekeepers, like, you know, what was it? That comes out of her fridge. That's when it growled at me and it said, Zool. Right? Uh, the owl's quite quiet, but it's about intentions. It's about thinking and thought and being able to oversee that in a way that can delegate and really know the sources. It's so beautiful. Hmm. It's a good thought. It's a good purpose, and it's a lot of very ancestral, masculine, wise wisdom coming through there. It's very cool. Anyway, so Meta, your vibes and the tribe fill my bucket. Good. I love to hear that. I love the tribe. I love just reaching out to everyone and working with people and being able to have such an eclectic, fun, diverse community of people that really support each other. We're positive, we're fun, we're uplifting. And as other people do well, we do well, everyone does well. It's so exciting. It's a constant celebration, in times that are otherwise kind of uncertain and then sometimes stressful. To have a community of people that are supportive and fun is really cool. So yes, the artwork on this deck is very cool. It's very magical. And Tori, if you feel I need one, I will take one, but only pull one if you feel drawn to do. Oh, come on, Tori. You want to pull a card? Tori. I do. I feel drawn to you, Tori. Tori. Have you seen this bird on the internet? He's very famous. I forget what kind of bird it is, and I kind of am ashamed because the Virgo know-it-all in me likes to know all the details. But I don't remember the name of this bird. Shoot! I'm going to have to go look it up after this if someone in the chat doesn't know. This big, big, big billed thing, Tori. They're like these ancient, cool-looking birds. Big and tall. Gray and blue with these very creepy eyes. Look at all the pentacles around it growing and kind of it looks like a hawthorn bush. I'm not sure for sure. And it's got these little blue birds, so he's like feeding all the little baby birds. But they're not little birds like him. They're different, of a different species. Kind of cool. It's not a spoonbill. It's different. It's like this huge thing. They're very smart and wise and creepy and cool. They've got these long legs, and they just look crazy, like a dinosaur, like prehistoric. Anyway, this bird, this is, again, an Earth. Earth, but 9. So Capricorn, coming to an investment, coming to a project, coming almost to fruition. 9. Anticipation. Husband? Brandon. Oh, I thought I heard something. This kind of space of almost the conclusion of something really cool. An opportunity that's like full circle, full fruition, but not yet, of course, something that's in air. Not even something you've really allowed yourself to feel about, but it's going to be able to help a lot of people. And it's going to be timeless. Very cool. And you're almost there. 9. Give it a little bit longer to marinate, but not a whole lot. And it's a good thing. I like it. It's not a crane. It's not a pelican. It's not a heron. I will figure it out. Trust me. I will. It's not a condor. It's not a spoonbill. See? Gosh, I'm so glad I'm not the only person who doesn't know what this darn thing is. Hold on. Do I have my phone? Seta, you are an adult person. You have a phone. Watch this. Look at how creepy this is. Because the universe is watching us and listening to our conversation, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go big, prehistoric bird is right there. I didn't even have to type anything. Look at it. It goes right to it, guys. It's like it knew exactly what it was that I was trying to talk about. Yeah, look at this thing. Look at this thing. See that thing? Look at that. It's got like a person body. These big, long legs. And it is called the giant Teratorn argentavis. Like I would remember that. Is that real? A gigantic vulture-like bird with a wingspan of over 6 meters. No, this isn't what we're talking about. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I know I'm doing free readings, but we've got to have the correct information. What is this thing? It is a stork. An East African shoe-billed stork. Eerily prehistoric, with an amiable expression, and even known to hunt young crocodiles and giant monitor lizards as a snack. They remain motionless for long periods each day and are patient, waiting for their prey to come along. Besides their gigantic bill, there's a reason why these shoebills are nicknamed the king of the marsh, because their wings can stretch over 8 feet wide and they can fly a short distance. Only a short distance because they're so freaking huge. Striking features: Egyptian artwork, magnificent, destructive, rarely captured in the wild. They are valuable. They are going extinct. I'm skimming. They are living in Mambamboa Lake, East Africa, targeted for trade. Volunteer groups like to work with them. That's why they're on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you guys, we learned something. How about that? Thank you. That's what that is. Shoe Bill. We see you. We know what you are. We know where you live. We know what you do. Anyway, don't hunt them. That's illegal. So, you guys, Brandy, that's so awesome. Very cool. Sarah, wondering if I can still get a card. Yes, a different bird. I don't know what this is, but I'm not going to spend as much time getting to know it. No offense. It is the Knight of Earth. Again, we're having this. And so this is interesting because the way that this deck is dissolved, we've got kind of the Knight, the intern, the Knight, the go-getter. You're going to see which one this is as you look at it. He's holding the pinnacle, the thinker, contemplation, going out, the intern, honing skill, mastering trade, becoming practical, like Thomas Sowell of his time, learning a skill to give yourself value so that you might always have purpose and love what you do. Love what you do. That will be the key. Brandy, that's important. That's what that card is telling us. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. It's been 45 minutes, and I know that that's a long time. I just wanted to jump on here and give you guys some free mini readings, share with you my deck before I deface it. Don't forget you can join me with my astrologer online as we do that. If you want a reading, reach out to me. This is how I feed my children. No, this is how I live. But seriously, if you'd like a reading, you can go to paranormalsarah.com. I'm a writer, I'm a researcher, and I also do psychic work. I also teach people how to hone their own intuition. So if you're interested in that, check me out. Go to paranormalsarah.com. You can learn more on the Patreon. You can Google me. You can check me out on Instagram. I own a photography studio here in northern Minnesota. I love art. I love visual things. My formal education is in forensic psychology, so I love interrogating, talking, neurolinguistic programming, teaching, advocating for mental health, understanding the universe, the energies around us, divination, culture, enriching our lives and learning together with fun, with music, with excitement, with crystals and shiny things. So if those are some things that interest you, why don't you join me online and we will embark upon a Wednesday together. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. You can hear my husband. He's laughing at some video he's watching. Who knows what he's watching. But I am going to fill up on my coffee, and then I'm going to go and check my inbox, hopefully for a reading or message from you to touch base. Again, it's paranormalsarah.com. And I'd love to do a reading for you, so go check out my specials. I've got some cool ones, and I will see you, hopefully, sign up for notifications tomorrow when I hop on here and do another live broadcast. So until then, guys, good night.